holiday shipping season isn't coming, it's here. And if you sell vintage on Etsy, there are a few things that you can still do now to make Q4 smoother, faster, and a lot less stressful. Today, we'll go over shipping profiles, packing supplies, deadlines, and how to avoid those last-minute panic trips to the post office. Hi, I'm Carol. I sell vintage full-time on Etsy, and around this time every year, I see even experienced sellers start to feel that holiday shipping pressure creeping in. So today, we're going to slow down, take a deep breath, and make sure you are ready for Q4, from shipping profiles to supplies to deadlines and customer messages, so you can finish the year strong and sane. To check my shipping profiles, I'm going to start here on my dashboard. I'm going to come over to settings and click shipping settings. And there I am. I have currently 285 active listings. And if I go down here, there it is, calculated shipping. Now I'm going to click on that little pencil there and go into that. Now here, just in case you ever move your shop, this is where you need to go in and change the zip code that you're shipping from. When I come to Florida in the fall, I change this from my Michigan zip code to my Florida zip code, and then likewise when I go back in the spring to Michigan. Now, I do not offer international shipping. If you do, just apply these same ideas. US Priority Mail Express is the most expensive. I do offer that, and people take me up on that sometimes if they need something quickly. Most people ship with priority mail, and some people choose to ship first class, or sometimes it will come up ground shipping. I offer all three of these options. I'm not worried that no insurance is included with a first class mail because I seldom ever have a problem. And honestly, even though there's insurance from USPS included up to $100, I have actually never filed a claim because it is a process that I cannot wrap my head around. So I just give the refund if something breaks. I've never had anything get lost. So here is the shipping services that I offer. If you want to offer free shipping, you do that on the same page too. Now, I'm not going to save anything because I didn't change anything. I'm just going to cancel and back out of here. Let me show you something else too while we're here. I'm not going to do anything with free shipping guarantee because I don't do that. Package preferences, you can set up, if you ship things that are the same weight in the same size box over and over again, you can set up some preferences there. My packages weigh something different. Almost every single package I send weighs something different. So there you go. Shipping label options, this is where you go in and you say how you want your shipping label to look. We won't linger there. Then here's something I want to show you that maybe you're not aware of. Under shipping rates, this says choose the rate you'd like used for calculated shipping. I do charge my customers post office retail rates, and then I buy Etsy shipping labels at my discounted rate. This little discount pays most of the time for my boxes, my packing paper. Maybe not everything, maybe not the shipping peanuts too, but it does help. And it took me a little while to get past, well, if I can buy it at a discounted rate, why wouldn't I offer that to my buyers? But just like if I were working in a retail store, I would not be giving away my services wholesale. I'm charging retail rates. So that's just something to think about. It's there. Maybe you've never seen it before and never knew what it meant. But if you choose this option, then when you purchase uh, a shipping label, you will see that you are getting a discounted rate, and you will also see what the customer paid. So that's just a little something in case you've never heard of it. So I feel like my processing is all great. I have just the calculated shipping. I've increased my shipping time from 1 to 3 days to 2 to 5 days for the holidays. And so my shipping settings are all set. Now, in case you've never previewed a shipping price within a listing, let me just show you very quickly how to do that. This is a new listing I just put up for some Waterford Marquise candlestick holders. And we are going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. Sorry if this is going too fast, but I want to get down to the shipping. So I only have the one shipping profile, 2 to 5 days, and it is calculated shipping. This item with the box and the packing material is going to weigh 2 pounds and 6 ounces. It is lead crystal. It's going to weigh that much. And I'm going to be shipping that in an 8 by 8 by 8 box. Now, to see what the customer is going to have to pay for shipping, you click on preview shipping costs, and it will give you just some general locations. So if you're shipping this to New York City, it's going to cost $16.85. If you are shipping it to Chicago, and again, this is from Florida, that's going to cost $19.45. Watch how the price goes up as I move out west. To Denver, it's $22. And then to Los Angeles, it is $24.85. That is 30% more in my quick estimation, 30% more to ship it out to the West Coast. And just for fun, let's put in the zip code for Honolulu, Hawaii, which is 96813. And there you have it. It costs the same to ship it to Hawaii as it does to ship it to the West Coast. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know. If you don't already have all of your shipping supplies for Q4, you need to get those rounded up today. Get an order in today, because the longer you wait, the less likely you'll be able to get them in time to actually use them for your Christmas shipping. Let's take a look at, I have my boxes organized. You can see here up on the top of my inventory shelves, I have them all in order by size. You can see the 8 by 6 by 4. There are not too many of those left. I am phasing those out because I have become a believer in square shipping boxes so that I can get packing all the way around an item. And so once those are gone, I will just not reorder those. My 12 by 12 by 12s are down on the bottom shelf, and I do have a few that are larger tucked back behind the shelves. I do hang on to all of the appropriate sized chewy and prime boxes I can get my hands on. Of course, I use all that I can recycle. My other packing supplies are tucked under my packing table here. I have a big box of packing paper. I have another box of packing supplies. Most of them have been recycled, gotten from somewhere else. And then I do have a big box under here where I keep all of my packing peanuts and my current roll of bubble wrap that I'm working off of. Now, I do have another package of packing peanuts somewhere else because I go through those pretty quickly. I just don't like to fill up this box underneath the table. And then you can see I have my other packing supplies on the table. I just have a little tray here with the stickers I send out in my invoices, some decorative tape, I have my scissors, my thank you stickers for the outside of boxes. I also have my scale and my tape gun. On my scale, I have a taped up 4x4x4 box because this is what I use to measure those larger boxes that would otherwise make it very difficult for me to see the weight on a small scale like this. So I just take the big box and I will steady it on top of that 4x4x4 box, and that will give me the weight for it, and I'll be able to see it. If you use custom thank you inserts, print extras now, not in mid-December. I like to think of this as my yearly tune-up, making sure Etsy shipping estimates, my real handling times, and my postal options are all lined up before those December orders start rolling in. And once they start rolling in, you know they can come pretty quickly. If you're interested in the specific supplies that I use, they are listed in the description below. Once your supplies are stocked up and your packing station's ready to roll, the next piece of the puzzle is timing, because no matter how fast we ship, it only matters if those packages actually make it on time. So let's talk about this year's USPS holiday cutoff dates and how to plan around them. USPS domestic mailing shipping cutoffs for delivery by December 25th for the contiguous US, the lower 48 states. Ground Advantage and first class mail, that cutoff is December 17th. Priority mail cutoff is December 18th. Priority Mail Express is December 20th. Now, if you're shipping to Alaska, Hawaii, and other U.S. territories, check with the post office. I will put this year's USPS holiday deadlines in the description below so that you can make note of them. Etsy automatically calculates those delivery windows, but it is smart to know what's behind them. Let's go in to our shop manager and make sure that the message that customers are getting when they order from our shop is appropriate to Q4. I'm going to go down the menu over here to settings, choose info and appearance, and this is where you can put your title up here, your logo, your order receipt banner, uh, current shop announcement. This is not the only place you can affect this. Obviously, you can also just go right into your desktop of your shop and change it. But what I want to look at right now is my message to buyers. This is the generic message that they get all the time. So I am going to update this. I'm going to cut this. I've already created my message on a Word document, but I want to save that old one because I don't want to lose it. Here is my Q4 message. So I'm going to put that right here. So my Q4 message will say, thank you so much for your purchase from V Vintage Collectibles. It'll be carefully packed and shipped. Inside your package, you'll find a special VIP coupon. And then I do let them know we'll be taking a short holiday break from December 8th to 27th, so all orders placed before that time will ship promptly. And so that is how I've updated my message. I'm not going to update my digital buyers message because that's not going to change. Then I'm just going to click Save Changes, and it's saved. I'll scroll down and make sure there it is. Yes, there it is. This little message goes out automatically after every purchase, and it's a great way to reduce anxious messages from buyers during the holidays. Even a short, cheerful note makes your shop feel more personal and more professional. Now, something I do every year, and this is just me sharing what works for my family. I'm not saying you should do this. I put my Etsy shop on vacation mode from that point in December when we head home to Michigan for Christmas and when we get back after Christmas. This year, my dates for vacation will be December 8th through the 27th. I will probably turn my shop back on the 26th or the 27th with a really good shipping time, like 5 to 7 days, to give me plenty of time to get back to Florida to make sure that I can ship out any of those after Christmas orders on time. By putting my shop on vacation mode, it gives me a chance to actually enjoy Christmas with my family in Michigan and be present without having to haul my whole shop home or worrying about last minute shipping requests. I found that most of my orders have started to drop off by mid-December anyway, so it just makes sense for me to put my shop on vacation and I don't have to worry about anything last minute. If you've been feeling that same pull between your shop and your personal life this year, it's okay to take a break. You won't lose momentum, and honestly, coming back refreshed can make January feel like a fresh start instead of a recovery mission. Quarter 4 doesn't have to be chaotic. With a little prep now, you can ship with confidence, enjoy your holidays, and maybe even have time for cocoa and Christmas movies. If you found today's episode helpful, check out my other Etsy tutorials on listings, photos, and pricing. Now let's take a look at what's sold in my shop this week. This week, I sold a beautiful ceramic bisque 10-piece Homeco nativity set. I sourced it after Christmas last year at Pinky's Place in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I actually bought it about December 27th or 28th, so it stayed in storage all year, and I didn't even list it until the end of September of 2025, which means I've only had it listed for about a month. I paid $18.93 for this set, and it sold for $70. It was shipped to a customer in New Jersey. My gross profit was $51.07. My gross margin was 72.9%, which is very good. It's above that 60. And my return on investment was 270%. Thanks for watching today.